The new Samsung Galaxy Fit 3 is finally here. Could it be actually better than the Samsung Galaxy Watch, which costs several times more? In this video, we'll find out. First, let's talk about the most important thing of any fitness tracker, and that is step count. So, I did some walking around the house and around my yard, and I actually clocked in 1042 steps, which I counted in my head. And also I wore the Samsung Galaxy Watch at the same time. So these were the results I basically got. So on the display shows a bit more since I fumbled down with it, but these are basically the results. So I'm happy to inform you that basically the step counter is pretty much identical on both of the devices, and that's a great job indeed. So when we look at the numbers, the deviance is maybe less than 2%. For the Galaxy Watch it undercounts by around 2%, and this Fit around 3%. But keep in mind, I was not doing this measurement while walking in a straight line, but I was doing a much complicated task, such as walking around the house in small bursts and doing some household chores. And all these fitness watches and trackers have huge troubles with these tests, and they either severely undercount or overcount. However, the Galaxy watches are the best in the market basically out of all, and this means also that this Galaxy Fit 3 is probably the best and most accurate fitness tracker for step counting. And when I'm saying that the Galaxy Watch is the most accurate step counter tracker, I really mean it. I have tested the Apple Watches, Garmin watches, Fitbits, Xiaomi Band, Huawei, this Amazfit ones, and many more trackers. So this always wins the Galaxy Watches. And so, for example, this Fit 3 compared to the Apple Watch has better step tracking than the Apple Watch, and the Apple Watch literally costs like 10 times more than this tracker. So great job, Samsung. And when testing the heart rate measurements, they also look pretty much the same. So I haven't fully tested this test very well, so I might infer further, but at the first glance they appear very similar. However, keep in mind that the Galaxy watches do not have the best heart rate tracking, and as watches such as Garmin's or Apple watches have much better heart rate tracking. Actually, the heart rate tracking on all the Galaxy watches is a weak point, and they kinda suck. And really the most negative thing about this Fit compared to the Galaxy Watch is it doesn't have GPS tracking for your exercises compared to your Galaxy Watch. So you need to keep your phone along with you to get GPS tracking if you want to do that. So that's quite a shame actually. Also, I do not get NFC on this watch as well compared to the Galaxy Watch, which may be acceptable, but the lack of GPS isn't really acceptable, considering this is not even that cheap of watch. And if Samsung wanted to compete better with, for example, the Xiaomi and Huawei, they should have included the GPS in this watch for sure. What I really like about this Fit 3 is the absolutely great build quality of it. So it has metal body here, and I'm not sure about the screen, so but it feels very good. And the watch strap also is very premium, and it feels of very good quality. On the Galaxy Watch you also get a metal body, however you get a sapphire glass crystal on this watch. And I have worn this for over a year, and there's literally 0 scratches on this watch, so it has better protection. But as a strap maybe is a bit more premium on the Galaxy Watch, but it actually looks pretty much identical to the Fit 3, apart from it being a bit bigger one. So very good quality straps on both. You can see the size difference of straps here. So a bit larger on the Galaxy Watch. On the back of the Fit you got a quick release for the straps and magnetic charging port as well. And this is what the Fit looks on my hand, and I might actually prefer the look of the Fit over the Galaxy Watch. Yeah, it's such a nice looking small watch, so very cool actually. And this is what the Galaxy Watch looks like on my wrist. So yeah, it's also a bit chunkier, but yeah, the Fit really is nice on your hand. Also, the Fit 3 gets way better battery life than the Galaxy Watch. From my experience, I usually get around almost 2 days from my Galaxy Watch, and this is a smaller 40mm model. On this one, on the paper it says you can get 13 days of battery life if you don't have that always on display, so quite nice. What I also really like about the Fit 3 is that it's actually much smoother and faster watch than the Galaxy Watch, yeah. So even if it's a cheaper watch, this is much smoother and much pleasurable actually to use in this watch. So because this Galaxy Watch runs a very bloated and slow Wear OS system, and a lot of the actions feel kind of slow when you compare to other watches such as Apple Watches. So yeah, that's one of the negative things about this Galaxy Watch in the daily usage. However, on this one it runs on a custom software that's very well optimized, and it's extremely fast and very fluid, so everything just runs very fast. But the look of the both systems are actually pretty much the same, and I really like the look of the system of the Galaxy Watch, so this is very nice. So when we swipe right, we can get access to our tiles here, and same on the Galaxy Watch you can get access to the tiles here. So this is what, for example, the walking exercise would look like on both. Okay, you saw this was much faster and more fluid. So also in the scrolling you can just see when you use this, it's actually a much more better watch. Yeah, and in the looks, yeah, also I like the form factor probably better than on the Galaxy Watch, because you can, yeah, it's a square obviously, so the square watches are better in usability. That's really it. So to end, again, pretty much the same. As you see, results also identical. So I really like this about this Galaxy Watch, sorry, the Fit Watch, because it looks, the system is so nice and so nice looking and fast, and it also looks like the Galaxy Watch, which is very nice as well. So let's go through some tiles. You got the sleep tracking as well on this watch. So for example, let's check out this weather app, and I'll show you why it looks better on this. Okay, sorry, you have to get weather from here. So you see, when we browse through here, okay, let's scroll this first. Okay, what happened? Oh, we have to click it, so I didn't click it. So yeah, when we scroll we can see a lot of data here. When we check the Galaxy Watch we can see a lot less data here at the same time. So yeah, and the layout of this is much better and much easier to look at. So you can see more data, and yeah, for example, yeah, absolutely love this watch for this UI basically. So let's scroll through more options here, what we got. So events, some kind, you can control your music playback, such as Spotify, where you don't get speakers or microphone on this, you can only control. The heart rate basically, timers, also timers are very nice. So the same pretty much as on the Galaxy Watch, and these are great, so very well polished up. Okay, what else in the dials? Okay, also this food tracking, calorie tracker, you can basically select how many calories you ate for the meal and add them to sum it up basically, and this is very useful if you actually want to lose weight. And yeah, it's actually, I have used this quite a lot, so this is one of my favorite apps. So yeah, overview of your step counts, can you click it more? Oh yeah, steps by times date, stuff like that. Stress tracking, I find this to be a very gimmicky. This also has, on the Galaxy Watch it has this feature, but yeah, this is just crap basically. So you can add more, such as alarm, wall clocks, blood oxygen, cycle tracking, health summary, and yeah. Okay, when we scroll like this, we can get basically access to our apps. So these are the apps. We got calculator, for example. So remote control for you and settings, and yeah, all kinds of stuff basically. By the way, unlike on the Galaxy Watch, you can't upload more apps. So this is Wear OS watch, and you can upload pretty much any app you want from the Wear OS store. For example, I have Gmail, WhatsApp, full WhatsApp basically, and all kinds of maps and stuff like that. So this is much more versatile for that. However, let's be real, in everyday usage I don't really use any of those apps on this watch, so 99% of the stuff I actually use is actually you can find on this Fit 3. So yeah, not a problem really. Okay, you also got notifications from your stuff. Then, okay, so this menus, when you swipe like that, we got a flashlight here as well. The flashlight is kind of bright actually, so that's good. Probably is almost the same brightness as on the Galaxy Watch. So maybe on the bigger Galaxy Watch it will be a bit bigger, obviously, since bigger screen. So some sleep modes as well. Okay, so it just dims your screen and won't disturb you at the night basically. Okay, yeah. Oh, also we got always on display on this watch if you want to enable that. Okay, let's talk about some of the more negative things about this watch and which I didn't like and the Galaxy Watch is much better at. So first, we can't customize these watch faces really, so that's a shame, and I didn't really even know that it will be like this. So this is pretty much what you get. You obviously get tons of different watch faces on your watch that you can choose from and download from your phone. Let's go in phone, and you can see tons of different watch faces that you could download and add here basically. So many of them, and these are made by Samsung officially. But yeah, again, we can't customize them. That completely sucks. We can only customize this one watch face where you can change the picture on it and time how it displays here. So, but other watch faces, yeah, you can't basically customize what's displayed on the watch face and in these fields. Then another negative thing, unlike on the Galaxy Watch, we can't click these tiny icons and they won't bring us anywhere. So if we click them, nothing really happens. On the Galaxy Watch, we can click any of the stuff and it will bring us straight to it, and we can also fully customize everything on it just as we want and basically add any fields just as we want. On this one, it's complete garbage, and this really need to be better if they wanted to compete better, because yeah, that really sucks, at least for me. So, but yeah, there's plenty of watch faces again, so maybe you can find something that you actually like, but not being able to click them and go directly is a huge downside. Then also, when we start the timer or a stopwatch, for example, let's start a 5-minute timer, we get this icon here that shows the timer is running, but it doesn't show the time. So when we start the timer on the Galaxy Watch, and you can see the actual remaining time of the timer, and also the same thing is for stopwatch. It just shows the icon, it doesn't show the time actually, and this is so stupid really. So yeah, otherwise it would be very good watch, but yeah, this is completely ridiculous. Also, the quick launch action on this watch, it can't be configured just as well on this one. So I have set mine up as a timer basically, so when I double click it, timer comes up. So, but for example, I'm able to set up on my Galaxy Watch, if I double click it, it opens up a flashlight, which is very handy at the night, and you can't really access the screen very fast, so you can just click the button. On this one you can't set it up for flashlight, and that very sucks. Overall, I really like this Galaxy Fit 3 watch, and yeah, it's such a nice watch actually, and compared to the Huawei bands and Xiaomi bands, this is such an upgrade really, and those other watches are, I mean, they're complete garbage, let's be real. The build quality of them is kind of terrible. On this one it's all metal and the strap feels so nice really, and the buckle is nice. On those ones, yeah, it feels cheap. On this one it actually feels like a premium product basically. So, and also the UI is very nice, and the app on the phone basically, and your health stuff Yeah, the app basically on the phone is also way better, and how you can see the stats and all kind of stuff over those watches. And yeah, very nice job Samsung there. And yeah, obviously the smoothness of UA and the system and how it looks like, absolutely 10 out of 10 basically. And obviously the step counter is the most accurate of any of the band as well, so that's huge as well. I'm not sure yet about that heart rate. Yeah, also it has got that blood oxygen measurement if you care about that, so but need to test that further, give you a full review. But yeah, overall a very nice watch, and if you are looking for the fitness tracker, this is the one to get really. Only it's a shame that you can't customize the watch faces and those tiny niggles I said about, and the lack of GPS. If this had, honestly, if they had a GPS, no one would purchase the Galaxy watches. Let's be real. That's why probably they didn't put in the GPS, because they don't want to murder the Galaxy Watch series, because it's such a good watch. So, and it will basically, it has 99% of the features that, for example, I use every day anyway. So I would happily upgrade to this if I didn't had my Galaxy Watch at the time. So if it was helpful, make sure to hit the like button. See you!